So, good morning, class. So, this is lecture 4, and today we are tackling about adjectives. And tell your colleagues to join the class. The section is being recorded, and remember, 75% will account for your end of semester exam. So, because we not wait for the rest, I can see the column is okay. We can start. So, quickly, let's go to adjectives. So adjectives they describe or tell us more about nouns. It describes, identifies, or further defines a noun or a pronoun. So, sorry for that. Sorry for that. So you said adjectives they describes or tell us more about nouns. It describes, identifies, or further defines a noun or a pronoun. So types of adjectives. One, we have the descriptive adjectives, or rather the adjectives of quality. So descriptive adjectives are most numerous of different types of adjectives. These adjectives describes noun that refers to action, state, or quality. That is carelessness, dangerous, excited, sad, black, white, big, small, long, fat, English, Mediterranean, three cornered, etc. Example in a sentence: dangerous chemical, so you have dangerous. Green vegetables, we have green. A square box, we have a square. A big house, we have big. A tall trees, we have a tall. So we have a group. We have example two, or rather the other type of adjective. We have adjective of quantity, and adjective of quantity tells us the number or how many, or amount, that is how much of a noun. For example, in a sentence, he has eaten three apples, so the quantity it is three. How much? I don't have much money. Much. There is so much wine and the guests, so you have much. So number three, another type of demonstrative adjective. We have demonstrative adjectives, and demonstrative adjectives they include this, that, this, and those. They shows the noun its modifies in singular or plural, and whether the position of a noun is near or far from a person who is speaking or writing. A demonstrative adjective also points out a fact about the noun. So, example in a sentence: this red balloon is mine, and those three yellow ones are yours. So, this and those they are used as a demonstrative adjective. This cute baby is his brother. That cute baby is his sister. So we have this and that respectively. Number four, you have the possessive adjective. The possessive adjective expresses possession of a noun by someone or something. Possessive adjectives are the same as possessive pronouns. So remember in the pronoun in the lecture two, when you are dealing about the pronouns, we said about the possessive pronouns. Yeah. For example, mine, his, has, its, ours, mine, etc. So example in a sentence we have: I spent my afternoon cleaning the toilet. So my, this must be your cup. So you have your, these arms, his arms, sorry, his arms have few tattoos, so you have his. Its skin is dry and rough. It's our grandmothers were classmates, so we have our. So you have features of adjective one. Most adjectives take 3 degrees of comparison. The absolute form positive, the absolute form, that is the positive. We have the comparative and superlative. For example, slow, slower, slowest. The absolute slow, the comparative slower, the superlative slowest. So the absolute form, uh we use the absolute a degree to describe a noun or or to compare two equal things or persons. For example, a sentence like when you have the bald, for example, in a sentence, my uncle is bald. So when you are comparing two equal things, you can say, my uncle is as bald as cue ball. Another example, his head is big. So his head is as big as my head. So you have the that's more about the absolute form. So you have the comparative form. So when comparing two nouns, we use a comparative form of adjective to describe how one person or thing is when compared to another person or thing. In making such a comparison, we have to use the word than to show that one noun is bigger, longer, taller, etc. than the other one. For example, in a sentence, a hen's egg is bigger than a pigeon's egg. Our fingers are longer than our toes. This basketball player is taller than that footballer. So use than to show the comparison. So the superlative form, in this case, when comparing three or more nouns, we use a superlative form of adjective. We use the word the when using the superlative adjective to compare. Example in a sentence. My great grandfather is the oldest one in the family. So she has the prettiest face in the whole school. He talks the loudest in the circle of friends. So the adjectives that take er, the suffix er and the suffix est are considered to be the short adjectives or adjectives that have one syllable. Other adjectives take more or most. These are considered to be longer or adjectives with two or more syllables. For example, you have beautiful, handsome, interesting, boring. Some adjectives take both er or the suffix est and more or most, e.g., polite, severe, likely, simple, pleasant, common, sure. So we have the irregular adjectives. We have good, better, best, bad, worst, little, less, least, far, farther, farther, farthest, farthest. Then note the difference. Yeah. So you have another type of adjective. You have now the attributive adjective, and the attributive adjectives, they occur before a noun. For example, the sleepy kitten. In that, so that when you want to to identify the attributive adjective in a word or in a sentence, first of all you have to identify the noun in that sentence. For example, the sleepy kitten fell off the chair. So the the noun in our sentence is kitten. So, and we have said the attributive adjectives occurs before a noun. So, in that case, the adjective that is used is a sleepy, and it becomes an attributive adjective because it occurs before the noun kitten. The adjectives that occur before, okay, yeah, you have talked about that. So, example in a sentence, we have mere. Example, you have Kibra is a mere slum. So use other examples like saw, former, main, inner, share, utter to come up with your own examples in a sentence. Yeah? So you have, well, let's move away from the attributive. Now we go to predicative adjectives. These occur after. So attributive was before a noun. Predicative, it is after a noun. For example, Mary is beautiful. A noun is Mary, and the adjective is beautiful. So because it's occurring after the noun. So in this case, it's predicative adjective. Another one, we have maybe afraid. For example, a lady is afraid. We have asleep, ashamed, apparent, alone, alike, aware. So you have other type of adjective that is central adjective. So majority of adjectives can occur both attributively and predicatively. These are known as central adjectives. For example, you have the old, young, beautiful, charismatic, new, green. So maybe quickly, yeah, we go to the order of adjectives and we start with the opinion. That is, maybe if the person is beautiful, smart, clever, tall, according to you, what's your opinion about this person? Then you have the size, it may be big, small, tiny, huge. Then you have the shape, either rectangular, circular, oval, shapeless. Then we have age, if it is 20, 40, 30, 60. The color, if it is red, blue, green, yellow. Nationality, a Kenyan, Nigerian, a Sudanese. Then maybe material, you have the original leather, brick, etc. So the order of adjective, first you have the opinion, then size, shape, age, color, nationality, then material. So I want you to go to the discussion forum. Yeah, I have posted some of these questions, and some are what kind of adjective is it? For example, my father has bought a new car. So it's upon you to identify the type of adjective in that case. For maybe I can do number one, then you do the rest in the discussion forum. My father has bought a new car. In that case, new is an adjective. Then is it a predicative, attributive, or what kind of adjective is it? Do the same for number two, three, four in the discussion forum. So we call it a day. You have done enough about the adjectives, maybe the one that I've not tackled. Please go to the resources. I have the references are there provided in the table in the course outline. Please go find the maybe the missing words, or maybe the missing notes, or what I've skipped note, or what I failed to mention. And prepare well for the cat one, because we are through with assignments. Then we are going to do our cat one, and the assessment are compulsory. So revise for the same. So have a nice day. See you next week. Bye bye.